What's going down? It's Ash here from the Network Studios, and yes, how are we doing? We are back with another stream, and I apologise, guys. I was just reading a message, and I apologise, guys, because I'm actually late with something. And I'm actually late with something that should have probably gone out last week even. Now, as far as I'm aware up to now, there should be a clubbing year event happening this week, end on the channel. But basically, I was away last week and I came back end of last week, and I literally had a cold, and I've been coughing a lot, and I've had a sore throat. The sore throat is, as a matter of fact, improved quite a lot, and it just means that the event's not that long away, and I haven't made the video yet to tell you exactly what it is. I have mentioned about it on streams before, but there's been no what you would call official video yet, and as far as I'm aware, this thing's going to happen this weekend. Now, there is a reason why it won't. There is a reason that could stop it from happening, which I'm not allowed to address or share with you guys, and I'm not wanting to address or share it. Like, even if I was allowed, um, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be exactly what you would call, that comfortable with talking about it. But what happens affects somebody, and they might not be up to wanting to attend it with me. And basically, if they don't attend it with me, then I might not be able. Actually, no, forget about it. Forget everything I said. I just remembered something. It's alright. I can attend it, guys. I can attend it. It doesn't matter. Ignore me. I'm being silly. I forgot that I was told that if I couldn't stay over in Hull for the night, I'd actually be getting a lift. So it's alright, we're all good. But this event is going to be a little bit different for you guys. Something that we've never done before for Clubbing Year. It's going to be a little outdoor event. It's going to be really good. It's going to be amazing because we've never done what you would call a little outdoor event before. We've mainly just been in clubs at night. This is just a little like afternoon thing where there's going to be like 90s raving and stuff like that. There's going to be like MCs and stuff on, which you guys, obviously know. MC Noble, stuff like that. Me being MC Noble, so obviously that's good for me because I like listening to MCs, and it's actually the type of MCing what I like as well. I don't know if you guys know, but like back in the day, like really popular in the 90s, there was like a big like group slash music event called Uprising and TFI, and basically it was like DJs and MCs where basically like the person would DJ and the MC would do a bit of MCing, and it'd be like, we're gonna take you on a funky mission, Cody crew, party crew, jump jump, how you all feeling in the building out there tonight, that type of thing. We're gonna take you on a wicked mission, crew, come on, yes, take it down, that type of thing. And it's like been really popular in Doncaster and stuff like that. And one of the people who was a big DJ back in the uprising scene is actually going to be there on this Sunday event. He's called DJ Polo, and basically he's really good, by the way. Like what he does, he's like a happy hardcore kind of style DJ, hard trance type thing, and he's really good. He does a lot of cool uprising stuff. So I'll be vlogging the event for you as always, and it should be a good event. Should be interesting. So I need to get my camera sorted. It's obviously on a Sunday. It's outdoors, And guys, I've got some disappointing news for you guys as well. So you guys know that lately I've been talking about the Retro Beach Festival. Well, basically that's now been like cut off of my list. Like basically I was told that I couldn't go, and then I was told that if I wanted to go and I saved up, I could go. So I got really excited and I told you guys that I was going to be going and I was going to be vlogging it, which, you know, when I tell you guys something on the channel, I suspect that I'm going to be doing it. And then out of the blue last week, I was told that I couldn't do it anymore. I was told that it was going to be too soon again, which, don't ask me why it's too soon, in my opinion. Like, obviously I know it's the weekend before something else, but I don't see, like, potentially why that stops me. So then there was another festival at the same place, but a week in advance, which, you know, basically is the Clubland Festival. Which, when you put the Retro Festival compared to the Clubland Festival, the Clubland Festival does actually seem a lot better. It's got a lot more, you know, like a lot more artists there, like doing like different styles of Clubland. There's like 3 different arenas, and it looked pretty good. So I said, well, you know, can we do this one instead? You know, it's you know, it's a week earlier than the other one. And then I basically got told that I could do that one, so I got excited. I changed my Facebook profile, my Facebook cover picture to it. I was, you know, I was quite buzzing. And then, bang. No more to be seen, no more to be heard. So I apologise to you guys what do watch my videos and streams if you were looking forward to me filming there. Because obviously I'm not going to be now. And if I knew that there was a chance that they would end up saying it's too soon and I couldn't do it, I wouldn't have obviously told you guys on the channel, because, you know, if I'm telling you that I'm going to be doing something, I like to be, you know, I literally thought as good as anything at the time that I'd actually be doing it and that it was actually going ahead. And it came a shock to me when I got told that I couldn't and it was too soon. And the first thing I thought about was you guys more than the actual thing itself. And you know, I just don't think people take it, like, I'm not being funny or anything, but you guys know that we've been doing clubbing year like all the year so far. And I bet like people in the house don't even have a clue that that's what I do. I bet like they have no clue that one of the main reasons why I take a camera and film when I go there is because I put it to YouTube type thing. So they think, as well as me wanting to go to the event, they think I just want to go to the event as well. They don't think that I'm planning to do all this like filming there and stuff like that, you know what I mean. They think I just take a few videos for the fun of it to look back at and, you know, put onto Facebook. They don't, you know, and I think like, you know, they don't realise like when they say that it now can't happen, that I've actually gone and told a load of viewers that I'm going to be, you know, like vlogging the place or vlogging the thing. So unfortunately I'm not as to sure at the moment whether we're going to do a festival, which is going to be a real shame, because that was one thing I wanted to do this year, one thing, and, you know, now we can't, unfortunately. It looks like it's looking a bit like we can't. So, you know, and by the time I come back off what I'm doing, that's going to be it for the festivals, because, you know, it's going to start coming towards the September and the Halloween time, if you know what I mean. And it's going to start coming into the darker nights again, the colder weather, and the summer's going to basically be over. Which means that, you know, they're going to stop doing all the outside stuff. So this outside thing on Sunday is going to be a cool event. Looking forward to that, obviously, but it's not like some massive beach festival, which is a little bit of a shame. There was a huge lineup at the Clubland Festival from like Darren Styles, Andy Whitby, Ultra B, Flip and Phil. There was like loads of really good like clubland artists, like well-known type people who have been like on the clubland scene for like God knows now, like, you know, as long as clubland's been on the go, really, banging out beats, and you know, you get to hear like people sing live, and you know, like the big DJs doing all the mixing, and it's just a shame in a way that we are actually looking like we're going to be missing them, but it's the way things go. But it's the same with it's the same with things like Park Drive. I don't think people really understand what it is, because basically, if you guys don't know, Park Drive has a Facebook page, and what I've started doing to try and help Park Drive get more views and get more people watching it is when I post something on the page, I share it with my normal account. So like as my normal Facebook profile, so say if I've uploaded a picture of like something, or you know, like said something about Park Drive, I share it to my normal Facebook, and basically because I've got like a family member as a friend on there, because he sees what I share, and because I share Park Drive quite a bit, and I think I accidentally invited him to like the page once. He sees a lot of Park Drive stuff. And then he doesn't, and he's still like he's seen it for quite a while now, but I literally like I mean, I kind of know really, but I wanted to do the test yesterday and ask him what it was, you know. Do you know what it was? Like, have you taken any notice into what it is? And he said a load of crap. And then I said, no, literally, like, other than that, do you actually know what it's about? And he said no. And it precisely just, you know, like, proved my point. Even though I proved it like millions of times. And yeah, you know, like, it's the same with people interrupting me with videos. That might stop now, guys. I think I might have finally crazed a family member and got it to stop. So basically, what happened is Park Drive made a new Instagram the other day, and I thought, to try and get a few followers, I'll start a live stream on there. And I'd done something before. I'd been to do something before, and I left a cup in the room. I forgot about the cup, and having no clue that I was streaming, that I was live to Instagram, a family member came in to say about the cup, and then basically, you know, in what was live, you know, like at the time, which, you know, quite thankfully, I hadn't been streaming long and nobody was watching, but it was all said on the live stream, you know, like, yeah, you've left that cup, you know, and so I was quite excited with the idea, actually, because I thought he's just shouted all of that online. So I decided to go and tell another family member, and I had my iPad in my hand, and I was still live. So it was filming them, and you know, I said I'm live to the World Wide Web, and then they got real crazed, you know. Oh, you better not be filming me. And are you? So I was like, no, but the truth was, I actually was. I mean, the live stream ends on Instagram, and it doesn't like turn into a video like YouTube. Like, once the live stream's over, it's done, you can't view it again. So no one was actually viewing, but yes, she was, you know, someone was live, and I just hope it opened their eyes and realised that, you know, I actually do full on go live to the web, and people won't just walk in when I'm in the middle of a live stream or in the middle of filming a scene. Like, all I want people to do is to just realise that doing like Park Drive, doing MCs, doing live streams is my passion and my hobby. It's not just something I do for the fun of it, and it's not just a load of like twittering on in the room, and it's not just a load of talking shite and talking nonsense. Like, I just want people to realise and understand that what may seem like I'm talking shite and waffling on actually turns into a fully edited video called Park Drive, which then actually gets uploaded to a YouTube channel where anybody can watch it. And when people mess up scenes, it can ruin the episode. But I just want people to realise and take sort of interest for what I am interested in, rather than always, because you see, the thing is, the reason why they interrupt is because they don't realise what I'm doing. But the reason why they don't realise what I'm doing is because they don't take an interest in what I'm doing, or they don't actually like take a look to see what it's actually about, or they don't actually ask me about it. Like, it's just a load of fun, and it doesn't matter if I get it done or I don't get it done, you know. But you know, that's really it, to be fair. Like, that's what went down, and hopefully now they will like realise that what I'm doing actually takes pride. Like, when I'm streaming, like, it's different if I'm just playing a normal game and not recording and just talking to someone in a chat party, but when I'm actually live, like, they should realise that I'm live and think, oh, I can hear him, he's live at the minute. Because at the beginning of every live stream, I always like go like, hey guys, this is Ash here. So if I go, hey guys, this is Ash here, it should like clearly indicate that I've started a live stream. And then if I'm doing Park Drive, they'll hear things like, you alright, love? Yo, mate? Nah, mate. So then that should also indicate that I'm doing a Park Drive scene. If you get what I mean. Like, that should be like key signs. But yet, I get told off downstairs that they can hear every word I say. They could hear me word for word. And I'll tell you what was funny yesterday as well. I was posting on the new page, you know, on the new Instagram for Park Drive. And I posted a photo of the Steve skin from Minecraft, the Steve Woods in Park Drive. And a family member said that I was playing a game and asking people what I thought, what they thought of me playing the game. But I actually wasn't. Like, I literally, like, I wrote about Steve Woods being the bad boy in Park Drive, and then I literally went ahead and said, like, you know, what do you think of him being the bad boy? Do you wish he'd have been different, type thing? Well, actually, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you exactly what I put, because I can load up Instagram. But if you do want to follow the Park Drive Instagram, just type in official_park_drive_drama, and basically I put a picture of Steve on, and I said, Steve is one of Park Drive's biggest bad boys of all time, has started a house fire, killed 2 people, kidnapped, gone on the run. And then I said, what else do you think this bad boy is capable of? And that's what I said. But I'm pretty active on there, if you do want to follow. Like I say, it's a good Instagram. And yeah. So what's in store for the future of Park Drive? What do I have planned? What's the What's the score for the future? Well, nothing that I can completely confirm to you guys, but there is a really, what I would like to call a really big storyline coming up. It's all part of a character's big exit. So yes, someone will be leaving. And it's going to be it's going to be big. And I'm taking it off of inspiration from what a real show did once, years ago. And in my opinion, it was the coolest way to leave a show. The best way I've ever seen anybody leave a show in a soap drama. And if you are into your soaps and quite old, I'll give you a little hint to the real storyline. And basically, the time the storyline actually happened in the soap was in 2006. And it was, like I said, to do with a character's big exit. And basically, it involved a lot of things happening. So it wasn't just like one big thing. It was like loads of things after another. And if this goes right, I mean, there's a lot of things which are going to make it hard in Minecraft, because there's a lot of things in that storyline in real what you can't do in Minecraft, if that makes sense. But if we plan this right, and bearing in mind I'm going to do so much for the storyline, like I want this to be the best storyline in Park Drive. I'm going to be building things for it. I'm going to be like making up areas for this storyline, and I'm going to be putting so much effort into it to make Park Drive good, to make it like a well worth episode, if that makes sense. Well, it's going to go over the course of a few episodes, and all I can say is I don't know when it's going to happen, but basically other things have to happen first before this one can happen. And when it does happen, I hope it's going to be amazing. But all I can say is in the real show, it happened in 2006. And in the real show, the character left the show, but he did come back. But he didn't come back for 3 years. And basically, it was an amazing storyline. And basically, that's all I can really say about it, without giving too much away. But that's pretty much, you know, what goes down. It's going to be big. It's going to probably consist of 2 characters involved in this. Like, well, other characters will be involved, but in terms of the main thing, what happens, 2 characters will be involved, and then like the other characters will just be like side characters, which, like I say, I can't say exactly what it'll be. It's kind of hard because like it's hard to explain, but then explaining would kind of give it away. But before anybody anybody starts saying it's nothing to do with Noreen's dementia, although I can confirm to you that a short while after episode 100, that is planning to get worse. But the thing with Park Drive is I want to start making it more realistic, and I want to start like I want things to not happen as quick, if that makes sense. Like, when you think of 100 episodes, it's been 8 months, and when you think of what's happened in 8 months, I think, like, as much as Park Drive's been good, some of it's been not necessarily far-fetched, but has happened too soon. Like, when you think about what's happened, there's been a house fire, there's been a drowning in the river, There's been someone pushed off a bridge. There's been a truck smashed into a cafe and a car smashed into a house. Someone's been pushed out of a window. There's been a whole church refurbishment. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, like, the stuff what has happened has been good, and I wouldn't change it, but the only thing I would change is to not have made them happen so soon, if that makes sense, like, after the other. Like, for example, like when really do you see all of that happen in 8 months in real life? That's what I'm saying. So, like Park Drive characters who know, like, little bits what are actually going to be happening in the future of Park Drive, saying, like, you know, will it be happening on episode 100? And I'm like, no, we've got to start building the storylines up a bit more. And like people say, like, for Noreen's dementia, like, people were saying, oh, she should die on episode 100, but no, she shouldn't. Just because she's got the illness doesn't mean she has to die in, like, the next couple of episodes. Do you know what I mean? Like, Noreen could stay in Park Drive for another 2 years in real life if Park Drive was still going. If you get what I mean. Like, what I'm saying is not everything has to happen so quick. Like, things can take months to happen. So there is some stuff coming up, like I say, this big storyline, but it's maybe not even due to happen for another 3 to 4 months, because a lot of other stuff's got to happen first. And plus, with what happens on episode 100, which I can't tell you guys, if this next thing was to happen soon, it wouldn't seem right. Like, when something so big on episode 100 goes down, it wouldn't be right to make something, you know, if not just as big, happen not long after. Like, these things have got to take time and build up. So, it won't be happening for a while. It might not even happen till nearer Christmas time. We've just got to see. But what we've got to start thinking about with Park Drive, which is kind of where we've been thinking wrong. Like, if we say, like, oh, let's say Paul came into Park Drive on episode 1, and, you know, he's still in it at 50, that's kind of class him in as being in the show a long time. But when you think about it, that's actually technically only 4 months in real life, when some actors in real shows have been in the shows for, let's say, 12 years. We've got to start thinking, we've got to start thinking more the real lifetime, not the episode numbers. The episode numbers aren't important. Like, we can do big stuff on big episode number occasions, but just because someone like Paul, let's say, has been in Park Drive till now, doesn't mean he's been in the show a long while. He's only been in 8 months. It's not what you would call that long, if you get what I mean. It's not like what we've got, like, when he's done a year in the show, then you can say, like, wow, a whole year of Park Drive. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Like, we've got to stop thinking, like, oh, he's been in 200 episodes. He's been in a while. Like, that's ages. Like, Park Drive time kind of follows the real life time. When it's Christmas in real, it's Christmas for Park Drive time. When it's summer for here, it's summer for Park Drive. There's no made up time in Park Drive. Like, it doesn't suddenly become, you know, like 2 years have passed, if that makes sense. So like Billy in Park Drive, when he had his birthday in Park Drive last, which was in October, it was 7. So when it's October this year, he's actually going to be 8. Do you get my point? I'm sure you do. That's what I'm trying to start to do with Park Drive. Not episode numbers. So yeah. There you go, guys. But yeah, we're now on the stretch to Park Drive 100. I'm actually starting to record it tonight. So if you guys do not know, Park Drive 100 won't come out tomorrow like a normal episode would. I'm starting the filming, and when people are on, I'm getting their scenes done, if that makes sense. Because I can do some scenes with just certain people. So, like, if them two are on, I may as well get their scenes recorded, if that makes sense. Whereas, like, trying to get everybody together at the same time isn't going to be as easy as you think, because someone goes, "Oh, I don't feel very well today." "Oh, I can't, I'm busy on that day." Like, say if a certain person can make a day, another person might not be able to make that day, if that makes sense. And it makes it so awkward. So I'm just doing people's scenes when they get on. Like, they tell me a day they're good, and if another character can make it at the same time. Like, let's say if Paul and Derek had to do a scene together, and let's say Steve could get on one day and so could Derek, then I'd do their scenes, or that scene what they needed to do, and then I can start slowly editing to Park Drive. But yeah, that's pretty much, that's pretty much the score. The way it goes. So, I would, however, like to take the time to thank everybody who has helped me throughout the 100 episodes that we have accomplished. I wrote a status on Facebook, and I'm going to read it to you guys. This is my thank you letter. Now, I apologise if I've missed people who don't have Facebook. I tried to put everybody on that I thought of. Like, who I thought would basically, like, deserve a thank you. And, I'll read it to you when it loads. And I mean every single word to every single person that has helped me with it. Just loading the post now. Alright, here we go. So this is what I put. So, well, episode 99 of Park Drive has been recorded. Now it's to get ready. Two secs, guys. Alright, well, episode 99 of Park Drive has been recorded. Now it's to get ready for 100. Never thought I would start this Park Drive and make it to episode 100. There is a few people that I would like to thank along the way. So this is where the thank you comes in. So I'd like to say thank you to Martin Shanahan. I would like to thank you for your role as Martin and Billy. Such a awesome. This is weird now. No, I still got interrupted, guys. Yeah, I would like to thank you for your role as Martin and Billy. Such an awesome guy you have been through the eps with huge scenes. Then we have Ant Chambers. So, thank you for doing Derek, Pat, and Agent Boss along with Chelsea. Harrison Banks, for joining the Loveridge family. Jamie Loveridge, amazing SBSC scenes and house building for the show. Cameron Carpenter, for amazing scenes with Ethan, as you know, Ethan, you know, Bill's son. And then Amir for awesome scenes, the bad guy. Look, I've got to go for food, so like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you in the next video.